Now, let's start by adding those cam types that we drew earlier. So I'd like you to go to your class files, and in class files there's a folder called Common Cam Types. Open that folder, then open the assembly Common Cam Types. I'd like to go out here to your parts library. Now, under your class files, right here, class files, and I'll pull this out so I can see it better. There's a folder called Common Cam Types. Double click to open that, and you can see here's the parts I've got in there already. I'd like to just go to cams, and I'll double click on cams, and there's some different cams in here, and the one I'd like to start with is elliptical. So I'll drag that in the window. I'll zoom in a little. I'd like to take the center there, that cylinder, and add it to this cylinder. I'm just going to hit select, and then I'd like to mate. And I'd like to mate at a distance. So here I'm going to put in a distance of 70. And I'll tab. I'd say I'd like this face to be 70 away from this back face. Now I'll go back to my parts library, and let's add the polygon. Drag that in. Same again, cylinder with the cylinder. Mate, and I'll set this off at 70, spin this around, this face to this face. That's 70 apart. Now I'll go back to my parts library and add the star cam. Pull in the star cam, center cylinder with the red cylinder, hit select to clear, go over here to mate. I'd like to mate this face, and then I use the pull down 70 away from this face. Go back to my parts library, and let's add this drop cam last. And on this one I have to reverse this, so what I'd like to do is I'll put the cylinder on here. I'm not sure where that went, but I'm going to flip it so I can see it. It's just hidden behind there. I'll just go back to select, and I would like to mate this face at a distance of 70 from this face. Select and fit the view. And now I'd like to copy this follower, so I select the follower and move the mouse anywhere out here, Control C, Control V. And again, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. I actually have two there on top of each other, I think. Let's just move one and see. Yeah. And now I'll go to my path option, and I'll select the midpoint from this follower on the end with the edge chain of the cam. Green check mark. And I'll go and do the same thing, path again, midpoint of the line on the follower, and the edge chain on the cam. Green check mark. Back to my path command, midpoint, chain outline, and the last one, midpoint. Now this looks like there's a problem here. It's not closing off here. When I identify this, it's missing this line. So the way we fix that is I'm just going to stop for a moment, open the part, and I'm going to round. And I'm going to round this inside edge right there. And I'll just put in a small round of 5. Now I'll close and return. Go back to my path option. Pick the midpoint of the follower. And now it picks the whole path. Accept that. Fit the view. Let's try simulate motor. And right now, I haven't got these constrained. That's okay. Stop. We'll go back here to planar align. I'll planar align this with this, planar align. I'm just planar aligning all these with this original. And now let's try that again. Simulate motor. Now, initially this one seemed to be failing, but it seems to be working now. And if it does stop like this, sometimes I'll just delete it and redo it.